Welcome everybody to Vitaly Crypto YouTube channel. We have another green day in the market. A lot of bullish, positive news of this bull market 2025 is flooding into the markets. Donald Trump is finally sharing a lot of awesomeness for the crypto community. Let's dive right in. Let's dive into the news, the charts, and what is cooking right now in the market. So we are seeing another day of green. A lot of AI tokens like AI16Z is up today. Virtual is up. WDLD is up, and that is partially because of the huge, massive investment that Donald Trump is doing, $500 billion. So we see a market in the green. Let's take a look at some of the amazing news that are flooding the market. Bank of America CEO says financial industry will jump into crypto payments if regulators allow it. Of course, this is the head of the second largest U.S. bank by assets, and that is paving the way for the banking industry to embrace cryptocurrencies for payments. I mean, this is massive news. We see MicroStrategy continue to buy Bitcoin. Just added 11,000 Bitcoin for $1.1 billion, pushing holdings to 461,000 Bitcoins. It's just a strategy to continue buying, and his shareholders are voting for even more Bitcoin buys because $49 billion worth of Bitcoin is not enough. They are just continue to finance the next wave of Bitcoin purchases. And then we are seeing that a flood of new ETF altcoin filings is coming soon. Dogecoin, Trump ETF, Bonk ETF, XRP ETFs. Major firms file game-changing proposals, right? We're talking about a new ETFs that are proposed by the Rex shares and all Sprees funds file for spot Bitcoin ETF, Ethereum ETF, Trump ETF, Solana ETF, XRP ETF, Bonk ETF, Doge ETF, right? And I do believe that we are going to at some point allow for all of these ETFs to come to the market, of course, increasing the exposures to all of these crypto altcoin assets to the masses. And I think the next ones that are likely to come is the Solana ETF because Trump meme coin launched on the Solana, and the XRP ETF, right? And after that, maybe the next one will be following suit. Now we're seeing the Fox News is shitting Trump today, is talking about Trump. Meme coin launched at 9 p.m. Eastern time on Friday, hitting record 14 billion valuation on Monday, available on the Solana blockchain. It's Trump helps on board a lot of people into the crypto space. Let's take a look at how well Trump is doing. Well, there's a lot of volatility after the initial bump to $75. We've seen a massive dump towards the $30 mark and then pumping again based on the recent news for the chair for the crypto community. We'll discuss this in a moment. To $47, dumped again to $35, and now trading about $41, forming this range. Now, I'm personally, this is a quite volatile cryptocurrency. If you want to expose, you have some exposure. Do not use leverage. I know my friends that are, double or triple leverage on Trump, and it's just too much volatility. You can be easily liquidated on that. Just hold Trump if you want in your portfolio, in your memes. Now, the president, Donald Trump, says he didn't know much about meme coin. Oh yeah, we launched a meme coin, somebody else is managing it, but I don't know much about it. He's trying to distance himself from this meme coin, but the reality is, there is no coincidence. There's some lucky crypto trader made over $100 million on Trump's meme coin, right? He launched it, he bought it perfectly, was ready with $1 million of Solana, waiting for his post. He's definitely an insider, buying within 1 minute of launching Trump on the chart, and he was able to cash out. He sold $85 million and still sitting on another $75 million. I mean, this is incredible. Cashing out more than $100 million in profit. Is this a relative of Donald Trump? Is this somebody that knew what's going on and buying such a large position, $1 million position, 1 minute after the launch? I don't think it's a coincidence, right? Coinbase now listed Trump, and of course that caused this price appreciation towards the $48 mark happening for Trump. Coinbase CEO says each Bitcoin will be worth multiple millions of dollars someday. This is a big statement, but let that sink in. Multiple millions of dollars in value for one BTC. That sounds like crazy right now, but think about that. How crazy it was when Bitcoin was trading at $10 or $100 to even think it's going to reach $100,000. How crazy it was. It's similarly right now. It's crazy to think that Bitcoin can reach several millions of dollars, but I do not think it's going to happen this cycle though. I think maybe towards 2030, 2032, but not in this cycle. But what is happening right now with the price of Bitcoin? We are still in the range between $100,000 and $108,000. We did close yesterday, the day, at the highest ever close ever on the daily chart for Bitcoin, and things are looking great. Things are looking bullish. Bitcoin is sitting confidently at $105,000. I think preparing for the next major move to the upside, hitting the new level of range, which is $120,000, $130,000, maybe even $140,000 coming up in the next coming months. I think that February and March is going to be very good and expensive for Bitcoin. Then we're going to consolidate for a while, and then maybe another push towards the end of the year. But I'll pay close attention to what's happening in the next months, in the next 2 months, February and March. I think Bitcoin dominance is getting ready to get smacked to the downside, because it did broke this resistance here, and it was just testing this over here right now. Basically, for me, it looks very bullish for the altcoin sector right now. The altcoins are not performing very well. If you take a look at Ethereum to Bitcoin, it's in a pretty low point right now. It's in the support. We must hold this support, and the Ethereum is trading right now at $3,300. But I believe the move for Ethereum of breaking out of this range, breaking out of this $4,000 mark, is just around the corner. It's just a matter of several months, really. Not because especially when you see headlines like this, World Liberty Financial, which is a company by the Donald Trump, staking 5,252 Ethereum, right? I mean, they love Ethereum. They love Ethereum, and I do believe we are for a massive bounce on Ethereum, and the Ethereum beta plays like Pepe, for example. Pepe is pretty down. If you take a look from the ups, where it's standing right now, Pepe is down about 44%. So this is a pretty good spot to buy Pepe for preparing for the next move up. That's what I'm doing personally, and this is playing on the Ethereum. Ethereum going to go up. Of course, I'm holding also Ethereum. Pepe is also going to go up even more than Ethereum. So I'm very excited for the next phase, for the next expansion. Let's take a look at some trades that I'm looking at. Aave is looking great. It's just broke down of this trend line, and I think it's poised to grow even more, especially that Donald Trump company likes Aave very much. The meme coin Pengo hitting very low levels, but it's quite popular. It's trading on Binance, and it has a lot of holders, have a lot of community of holders. So this level should hold, and we can see Pengu might perform very well. But if you want to buy something like this, meme coin, be braced for the volatility, but we have a pretty good levels right now. Now let's take a look at Trump. Trump, great news coming. Trump pardons Silk Road creator Ross Ulbricht, that was sentenced for 2 life sentences after committing the crime of launching the Silk Road website in 2011 that facilitated the drug dealers and selling drugs and weapons with Bitcoin. And finally, after 11 years of being in prison, and the campaign to free Ross succeeded, and he actually completely pardoned Ross Ulbricht, which means he came out of the prison. He said, "I just called the mother of Ross, William Ulbright, to let her know that in honor of her and the libertarian movement, which supported me so strongly, it was my pleasure to have just signed a full and unconditional pardon of her son, Ross. The scum that worked to convict him were some of the same lunatics who were involved in the modern day weaponization of government against me. He was given 2 life sentences plus 40 years. Ridiculous. And I agree with that, and it actually was behaving very well in prison, and now he's out. Is of course he's honoring his words. That he said at the Bitcoin conference, and he actually did it. Senator Cynthia Lumen saying the future for Bitcoin digital assets in America has never been brighter, and this is a very, very good news. We see OpenAI. Target is a new company which intends to invest $500 billion over the next 4 years building new AI infrastructure for OpenAI in the United States. They will start $100 billion deploying immediately. So this is insane. It's just insane. How much change is gonna come in the AI? That's why I'm focusing this year a lot on mastering AI, learning AI, because this is definitely the future, and you need to master this. President Trump announces $500 billion AI investment partner with OpenAI, Oracle, and SoftBank. And Brian Armstrong says President Trump is excited about the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, which means it might be on the way, it might be coming. So if this is going to happen, Bitcoin Strategic Reserve means the government is going to buy Bitcoin, right? And it's going to be the game of chess, like who is going to buy first, whom is going to buy the countries more and more Bitcoin. So he's eager to make the United States the first country to have a Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, beating Russia and China to it, being it first. So that's all very, very good news for crypto overall, and don't get your eyes off the chart. Like the next phase for Bitcoin can be the explosion up towards $120,000, $130,000, $140,000. So that's very, very good. And Ethereum ETF issuers expect staking to be greenlit soon, according to Joe Lubin. So this is very good for Ethereum, as it will attract more money, more investors towards the Ethereum ETF, because they will start paying staking dividends. So all of that is very good news for the crypto market. So right now, what I would do, if you hold these altcoin positions, it's not time to sell. If you can, buy some more. If it's gonna dip, buy some more. This is the time where the market can expand into the next phase more aggressively. So I wish everyone great success. Check out the links in the description of the video, put in likes and comments, and looking forward to the next our next YouTube show. Everybody, bye bye. See you in the next show.